What happens when playoff hopes ride on the final game of the season? Who rises when the pressure's at its peak? And can veterans like Steph Curry and James Harden still deliver under the brightest lights? These were the questions on everyone's mind as the Golden State Warriors hosted the Los Angeles Clippers in a high-stakes clash at the Chase Center. With playoff positioning on the line, this wasn't just another regular season game. It felt like a playoff battle before the postseason even began. The Clippers were fighting for a guaranteed playoff spot, while the Warriors needed a win to avoid the play-in tournament. The atmosphere was electric, with fans from both teams packing the arena in anticipation. Both squads had their superstars ready: Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, and Ivica Zubac for LA, and Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and the emerging Jimmy Butler III for Golden State. This had all the ingredients of a classic, and it delivered. From the opening tip, Stephen Curry looked like a man on a mission. He buried 3 deep shots within the first 6 minutes, each one louder than the last, sending the Chase Center into a frenzy. His quick release and off-ball movement gave the Clippers fits, forcing them to chase him through screens all over the court. But the Clippers didn't back down. Kawhi Leonard operated with surgical precision from the mid-range, consistently getting to his spots and keeping LA within striking distance. Meanwhile, James Harden played the role of floor general perfectly, balancing scoring with playmaking. His lob passes to Zubac and skip passes to the corners kept the Warriors' defense guessing. The half was a back-and-forth slugfest, with both teams trading leads. Just as it looked like the Warriors might head into the break on top, Norman Powell knocked down a cold-blooded 3 at the buzzer, giving the Clippers a narrow 60-58 lead, and all the momentum going into the locker room. The third quarter belonged to Jimmy Butler III, who showcased exactly why the Warriors have so much faith in the young guard. He attacked with purpose, slicing through the Clippers' defense for tough layups and mid-range floaters. His physicality on both ends gave Golden State a spark, and he even drew a couple of key fouls to get to the line. For a few minutes, it looked like the Warriors were about to pull away, riding their crowd's energy and Butler's aggression. But Ivica Zubac had other plans. The Clippers' big man dominated the paint, grabbing offensive rebounds and finishing through contact. His presence in the middle slowed the Warriors' momentum and created second-chance opportunities that LA desperately needed. Kawhi continued to play at his own pace, hitting timely shots and locking up defensively, while Harden ensured the offense didn't skip a beat. Heading into the fourth quarter, the game was still too close to call, and the pressure only intensified. Regulation wasn't enough to decide this one. With the game tied at 112 after a clutch floater by Klay Thompson, we headed into overtime. And that's when James Harden took over. He looked like vintage Harden, nailing back-to-back step-back threes to silence the Warriors' faithful. Harden wasn't just scoring. He was controlling the tempo, slowing the game down, and dictating every possession. His 12 points in overtime were the difference, with each shot more deflating for Golden State. Under immense pressure, even the greats slip. Steph Curry, with a chance to tie the game, found himself double-teamed and lost control of the ball, a rare turnover in a clutch moment. On the next trip down, Buddy Hield had a clean look at a 3 that would have tied it, but the shot clanked off the rim. The Clippers grabbed the rebound, hit their free throws, and iced the game. The Warriors fought hard, but LA executed when it mattered most. Clips, final scoreboard. Clippers hugging it out, Warriors looking disappointed. With the 124-119 overtime win, the Clippers didn't just take the game, they took the 5th seed in the West. That means a first-round showdown with the reigning champs the Denver Nuggets, but more importantly, it means rest, rhythm, and a direct shot at the playoffs. The players knew what was at stake and delivered when it counted most. This wasn't just a win, it was a statement. For the Warriors, it's back to the drawing board. Despite a solid effort, they now find themselves locked into the 7th seed and headed to a do-or-die play-in matchup against Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. It's not the road they hoped for, but it's the path they earned. This game might have been just the start of an intense postseason run, or the beginning of the end. An unforgettable regular season finale with playoff-level intensity. The Clippers came through in the clutch, while the Warriors now face a tougher road ahead. And just like that, the postseason is here. Expect fireworks, rivalries, and legacy moments, because this is the NBA at its peak. Make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below with your predictions. Who's making it out of the West? Let's talk about it.